listeners having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker. This is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We're live and alive. Multiple Hassans, multiple dogs, multi-cam angle. That's multi-track drifting, multi-cam angle drifting. You already know. You cloned yourself. I cloned myself and I cloned my dog. We are live. We are alive. Your trending numbers are blowing your purse, Kirk. Numbers out of the water. Yeah, no, I'm blowing up. I'm blowing up big time. I'm blowing up big time in white woman Twitter. I'm blowing up big time in all of the media environments. I think it's actually really interesting because it's one of those things that is just like so objectively untrue. Even though if people stick to the clip culture, you know, if people just stick to like the clips in general, like sure, they'll make up their minds. They'll be like, that guy's a real piece of shit. And, you know, they'll forever think of me as that person. Right. But like if they were to briefly glance over, or if they were to like watch any number of videos, like, I mean, Kaya literally grew up on camera. So if they actually saw any uninterrupted broadcast, like they would be like, all right, well, this is a little bit overblown, I think. But ultimately, do you think MSM will change their views on you after this? I feel like you were doing good making waves in MSM lately. No. If you noticed, a lot of the outlets that have like covered this or attempted to cover this without any sort of consideration for like defamation or whatsoever, it's been like Fox News, New York Post, shit like that. And it's also so objectively untrue that it doesn't really matter ultimately. The Hollywood Reporter covered the story, I know. And it's really funny because like they went to PETA, and PETA is like one of the most militant, like pro animal rights organizations out there. And it's really funny because it's like PETA is one of the most militant animal rights organizations. Hollywood Reporter didn't even ask me for it, for you know, my take on it or anything like that, which you're supposed to do. That's like what journalism is supposed to do. That's what journalists are supposed to do. And it's interesting. They went directly to PETA, and then PETA PETA straight up was like, he says he doesn't use one, and we really hope that is the case. Instead of just being like, yeah, he definitely uses one, we should or whatever, which is what you would expect normally. It's really sad because even streamers I thought you were friends with are saying you 100% did this. Who? Moist Critical? Is that who you're talking about? With the exception of him, I don't think any streamers are either legitimately terrified of saying something, or all the people that have been around me are like, or have been around Kaya and myself are looking at this being like, this is the most insane thing of all time. They keep fucking texting me and being like, Dean So Cool did today. Wait, what did he say? I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. It's also crazy knowing how much fundraising and charity you've done for local animal shelters. I know. FaZe Clan didn't defend you. They made jokes about it. Why would, guys, what are you talking about? It's fucking FaZe. Of course they're going to make jokes about it. It's normal. I think you guys need to be less, you need to be a little bit less sensitive about this stuff. Like you need to be able to parse through like people who are memeing about the big thing versus people who are like very deliberately pushing an angle or pushing a narrative. People are pretty fucking ruthless as far as like how they attack people, and it's not even like sincerely because they think that this is real animal or anything like that. I think it's just more so because people, like a lot of people that are just like actively coming after me in the inception point came after because they were looking for anything that they could. And then you have a bunch of people who are just like very actively going after people who have been like, I've been around this dog. I don't think that this is real. And now they're like, now people are just like trying to break into their accounts and stuff. The Yelp did not seem like a shot collar was used. I've met Kai. She was extremely loved and there wasn't a shot collar inside. But since I made the tweet, people are trying to hack into my account repeatedly. Like it's like those guys, those fucking losers, they don't actually get the coverage. This is never going to breach like public consciousness. Folks are like, Hassan is a creep. Let's look to what Andrew Tate has to say about it. Yeah, the loudest voices on this stuff, with the exception of like Moist Critical, who's a fairly tame, you know, normie content creator, have been just like some of the worst motherfuckers you've ever met online. Yeah, fucking Milo Yiannopoulos and shit. It's just the latest Hassan controversy. Yes, I know. It is. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, but it has definitely pushed way past like the previous controversies, because like it's definitely hit the normie sphere. This is like a America Deserved style situation, maybe even worse than that. because I literally just now got like a normie friend of mine hitting me up to be like, dude, there's like people talking about it in like my like coworker space. Kids are talking about it. You know what I mean? It's like this is this is the meta. This is the thing that people are running with. I've seen people saying horrible stuff about Kai while being mad at you for supposedly shocking her. Yeah, it is what it is. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? I mean, this is maybe I'm too fucking weird. Maybe I'm too weird about this, but I'm so used to it at this point. Like this is just my life. All publicity is good publicity? No, that's not true. I mean, this is not good. This is not good at all, dude. There's like I mean, it makes me sad because I'm basically a white woman when it comes to taking care of my dogs. So there are straight up threats against you, and the H3 sub is so insane, but I think it's all people just chirping. Yeah. What are we doing back there? Getting comfy and getting cozy with it. I don't think it's worse. You're just more famous as a baseline, right? Yeah. I'd love to move on respectfully. Of course, we're going to move on. Your rage is a subathon goal for 45K named Hassan Collar. Are jokes like that okay, or do they annoy you? No, they're fine. I don't give a shit. I actually was thinking about like getting a shock collar and then incorporating it into the stream to have it like on me for like a fundraiser or something. I feel like that could be something we could do. Like if we fundraise over like a certain amount, I'll get a shock collar and I'll fucking shock myself with it. That would backfire. I feel like that would backfire, dog. Probably your worst idea yet. No, for like a fundraiser for the fucking local no-kill shelters or something. I feel like that could be cool. Hassan, the purpose will go crazy. Be careful. Bro, Israel will hack you and kill you with it. You can't do that. This is crazy. That's stupid. That's what your hate watchers want. I know, but we could farm the hate watchers for a good cause and fundraise off of it. Israel will donate 30 million to shock you for 8 hours straight. Yeah. Anyway, this is not a great idea. Okay, well, maybe we won't do it. But you have to admit it's funny that this guy's making fun of the rumor. No, I did. I POV Hassan Piker when his dog moves 0.001 picometer, and he said source Ethan Klein, and I think people didn't see that, and they were probably like mad at him or something. But I replied to it as well. It's so stupid, but I actually even replied to it with a photo post, but I don't know. It's just buried in the fucking. It's buried in the comments probably. I know he didn't do it, but the memes are hilarious. I know this isn't true, but the slander is actually frying me. Yeah, but yeah, if you were asking me like, do I fucking care about the jokes? No, I don't, because it's one completely untrue. So it doesn't bother me that much. What bothers me for sure is like people who sincerely get duped by it and then like actually think I'm doing this, like actually think I'm like abusive. That does hurt my feelings a little bit. But you know, it is what it is. People fucking guys, I've been called a for the past 2 years. Guys, look at the current political climate and what people support. They're not the smartest. Yeah, I mean, we're not in the best place in general for media literacy, for critical thinking. It's just, we're not in a good place at all. So it is what it is. What does Kai think about all this? Hi. How do you feel? Kai, how do you feel? Okay. 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 Dogs stretching in front of you like that is also a sign of comfort, for those of you who don't know. Hi. Oh, God, you're so nasty. Because, like, as always, she was... This morning, I took both her and Fiona to the gym. So she basically was duking it out with the two Belgian Malinois that she's besties with.